Hello class, and welcome back to Mr. Reimer's Piskel and Scratch tutorials. Today I'm doing a video in which I show you how to take one of the animations you've done in Piskel and bring that into Scratch as an actual animated sprite. So a sprite that'll have a real animation loop. We're going to start with just an item one. I've chosen to use this little heart animation I did a little while back for a Valentine's Day example because it's got a nice little animation loop and we can use it as a I don't know, like maybe a life item. So you pick up these little beating hearts, and then you get an extra life. So the animation's working. It's all good. I'm going to go to Export here. We're going to go to PNG. These have to be PNG files. And sorry, we're not going to go to PNG. They are going to be PNG files, but we're going to go to Zip. And we're going to create a zip archive containing one PNG for each frame. File names will start with the prefix below. So sprite underscore then number. Okay? So you're going to select zip and you're going to hit download zip file. You can see right here it's downloading the zip file. It's gone to my downloads. Your downloads is a little bit different on the Chromebooks, but it'll still go to wherever your downloads go, either the downloads folder or directly into your drive. Notice mine is called heart zip. I'm going to just reveal it in my Finder here. Obviously I need to clean out a little bit of my my downloads folder here. So let's look for heart dot zip. There it is. Okay, so it's in my downloads folder. It's a zip file. I can't do anything with a zip file. So what I have to do is I have to double click it to unzip it. Now we have a folder called heart. So in this folder, I'm going to just, for the moment, drag this to my desktop just so I can find it a little bit easier. Close this down. You'll just move yours to somewhere in your Google Drive. Now I'm going to go to my game that I was working on here, and we are going to select, let's just reset this. So I'm going to select crystal number 1 here, or crystal, and this is going to be the crystal we're going to use. So I'm on costumes. Here's all the code in my crystal. Awesome. Let's go to costumes. It has 2 costumes currently. Same as I showed you with your minion example. You mouse over, go to upload costume. You're going to go to the desktop where I saved it. Here's my heart. And I'm going to select the first one, hold down shift, and select the last one to select all 8 sprites or all 8 PNG files and click open. And you'll see they all open up into my costumes here. I'm going to get rid of my two sprites, or my 2 sprites that were the crystals. You'll notice that this sprite is actually fairly big. Let's change its size down to like 30 or something. Yeah, that's about good. Even 20 is probably fine for this one. No, I think 30. 30 matches the other sprite size. Okay. So here's my crystal. You can see in the code, it's still got all the codes for changing points and when touching, yada yada yada. If I want to add animation to it, it's actually really easy. So let's just create, we've got our touching and points and our level 2. Let's add one more little block. This will be our animation block. It's a pretty simple little bit of animation if you got something that's just on an animation loop. You're going to go to Control. You're going to do this forever, right? Forever be animating in a loop. And you're going to go to Looks. And you're just going to drop in a next costume. So forever, next costume. Let's give that a little test. There it is. That heart is beating frantically. A little too fast for my taste. Let's go to Control, and we're going to add a little weight in between those two. And it doesn't have to be a big weight, but it could be like, for instance, 0.1 of a second. There. That's a little calmer, so it's going to wait 0.1 second between switching through the costumes. Now, there it goes. Now you have a nice little pumping heart as an item in your game. Still works just like your other items, so I can go pick it up, gives me points. If I reset, starts back there. So if you know, for instance, had like some coins with a little bit of shine on them or something, that's how you would go about putting in a little animation loop. Now that'll work a little bit different for your actual character. If you want to create a walk cycle for your character, you actually have to tie the next costume and wait 0.1 seconds to a key input. But I will also be posting a video in which I show you how to do that. But this is how you create a little animated loop on one of your items. Super, super simple.